Welcome to Coin Empire, where every old coin tells a story buried in time. Today, we're starting an incredible four-part journey into the world of Canada's 5-cent Beaver coins. Small in size, yet huge in history and national pride. Let's begin with the story behind this classic coin. The Canadian 5 cents, also known as the Beaver nickel, was first introduced in 1937. It replaced the old design and quickly became one of Canada's most beloved symbols, showing a hard-working beaver sitting proudly on a rock by the water's edge. Now, why the beaver? Because the beaver is more than just a cute animal. It's Canada's national emblem, symbolizing hard work, construction, and the spirit of teamwork that built the nation. The man who created this legendary design was George Edward Kruger Gray, a talented British artist whose initials, KG, can still be seen on every coin. Since 1937, his design has remained almost unchanged, a timeless piece of Canadian heritage that has endured for more than 8 decades. Now let's fast forward to the new millennium, the year 2000. This was not just another year. It marked the dawn of a new century and a new beginning. The 2000 Canada 5 cents coin carried the same proud beaver design, but with even deeper meaning, a symbol of endurance and renewal as the world entered a new era. The coin is made of nickel-plated steel, weighing 3.95 grams, with a polished, silvery appearance that captures the light beautifully. On the reverse, you'll see the classic image of a beaver resting on a log, with rippling water around it, a perfect blend of nature and craftsmanship, where every small coin reveals a big story. In Part 1, we uncovered the 2000 Canada 5 cents coin, the Millennium Edition that marked the dawn of a new era. Now, in Part 2, we turn the spotlight to its successor, the 2001 Beaver nickel, a coin that may look ordinary at first glance but hides a few surprises collectors love to hunt for. Let's begin with the basics. The 2001 Canada 5 cents coin continues the same design created by George Edward Kruger Gray in 1937. A beaver sitting proudly on a rock in the middle of a calm river, flanked by maple leaves and the words, 5 cents, and Canada. This design, simple yet powerful, represents the very essence of Canadian identity. The reverse side once again carries the KG initials, honoring the designer who made the beaver one of Canada's most iconic coin symbols. On the obverse, the coin still features Queen Elizabeth II, with her portrait designed by Dora de Pedery Hunt, showing the Queen facing right and wearing her royal necklace, a design used from 1990 to 2003. Now, you might be thinking, if it looks exactly like the 2000 coin, what makes the 2001 special? The answer lies in the mint variations and die differences that appeared during production. In 2001, the Royal Canadian Mint produced 2 main types of 5 cent coins, those made for circulation and those created for collector sets. The circulation coins were struck in nickel-plated steel, while the collector versions, especially proof and specimen sets, were made with higher precision and a brighter, mirror-like finish. But here's where things get interesting. Some 2001 coins show minor die rotation or striking differences, which happen when the coin dies, the metal stamps, slightly misalign during minting. These subtle variations can make certain pieces highly sought after by collectors. Another fun fact: the 2001 mintage was slightly lower than the year 2000, which adds a small premium for collectors trying to complete a full year-by-year Canadian nickel set. In terms of specifications, the 2001 coin weighs 3.95 grams, has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters, and is magnetically attracted due to its steel core, a feature that helps identify real coins from counterfeits. Now, let's talk about value. In circulated condition, 2001 Canada 5 cents coins are worth about 10 cents to 25 cents. But if you find one in brilliant uncirculated, BU, or proof-like condition, the price can go up to $3 to $8, and even more if it's part of a mint-issued set. Special specimen or proof coins in original mint packaging may sell for $10 to $20 among collectors. Error coins, of course, are a different story. If you come across a die crack, off-center strike, or plating bubble, hold on to it. These can reach $50 to $100, depending on severity and demand. But beyond the value, the 2001 edition holds a special place in Canadian coin history. It represents the calm before a major design change. The last few years before the Royal Canadian Mint introduced the updated portrait of Queen Elizabeth II in 2003. So the 2001 coin stands as a symbol of transition, a bridge between the old millennium and the modern minting era. When you look closely at that small beaver sitting on a rock, you're not just looking at a piece of metal. You're holding a tiny monument to Canadian resilience, crafted with precision and tradition that has survived decades. Quiet classic that carried the legacy of a new millennium. Now, in Part 3, we enter the modern minting era with the 2007 Canada 5-cents coin. A coin that looks familiar but hides major technological advancements beneath its shiny surface. Let's start with the design. Yes, it's the same timeless image of the beaver sitting proudly on a rock in a flowing river. A design that has symbolized hard work and progress for Canadians since 1937. Above the beaver are the words, 5 cents. And below, the country name, Canada, followed by the year, 2007. To the left, you'll still find the tiny initials, KG, paying tribute to the original designer, George Edward Kruger Gray, whose art continues to live on 8 decades later. Flip the coin, and you'll see Queen Elizabeth II. But now with a modern, refreshed portrait designed by Susanna Blunt in 2003. This portrait shows the Queen without a crown, a symbol of grace, simplicity, and a new era of leadership. It's a soft, human depiction of the monarch, and it marked a new chapter for Canadian coins starting from 2003 onward. Now, the 2007 5-cents coin represents an important shift, not just in design, but in technology. For the first time, Canada's nickel coins were being made with multiply plated steel, a cutting-edge process introduced by the Royal Canadian Mint. This new metal composition replaced solid nickel, making coins more cost-efficient, durable, and environmentally friendly. The coin weighs 3.95 grams, measures 21.2 millimeters, and has a smooth edge. The multiply plating adds a brilliant silvery finish that resists wear and corrosion better than earlier issues. If you hold a 2007 coin next to a 1990s coin, you'll notice the difference immediately. The 2007 piece feels slightly lighter and shinier. Now, let's talk about rarity and value. Most 2007 coins were struck for circulation, so they are quite common in everyday pocket change. However, the Royal Canadian Mint also produced proof, specimen, and uncirculated versions for collectors, each with a mirror-like surface and sharper details. The proof coins come from specially polished dies and have a frosted beaver against a reflective background. A visual treat for coin lovers. These proof strikes are usually found in mint sets, and depending on condition, they can sell for $5 to $15 today. Circulated 2007 coins are typically worth 5 to 25 cents, but brilliant uncirculated examples can fetch $1 to $3. And, as always, if you stumble upon a mint error, like a double die, misstrike, or off-center design, you could be holding something worth $50 or even more. One particularly interesting thing about the 2007 edition is the precision of its strike, a result of the Mint's new high-speed presses and digital quality control. This marked the beginning of a period when Canada became a world leader in coin minting innovation. So, while the 2007 Beaver nickel might not seem rare, it represents something greater. Canada's transition into a high-tech minting era, where traditional art meets modern science. Every time you see that tiny beaver on a smooth silver field, you're looking at more than a coin. You're looking at the meeting point of history, art, and innovation. The home of hidden stories inside forgotten coins. In our last episode, we explored the 2007 Beaver nickel, the beginning of a new minting era powered by modern technology. Now, in this final chapter, we move to the 2016 Canada 5-cents coin, a modern masterpiece that blends innovation, durability, and timeless design. By 2016, the Royal Canadian Mint had perfected its multiply-plated steel technology, making their coins among the most advanced and secure in the world. The 5-cents coin of this year continues to honor the nation's identity, still carrying the beaver, the symbol of determination and hard work that's been part of Canadian coinage for nearly 80 years. Let's take a closer look. The reverse side still features the classic design by George Edward Kruger Gray. The beaver sitting on a rock surrounded by calm water, flanked by 2 maple leaves, and the denomination 5 cents at the top. Below, you'll see Canada 2016 and the small initials KG. A humble tribute to the man who gave Canada one of its most enduring national icons. But what makes the 2016 coin different from its predecessors is the technology behind the shine. It's made of multi-ply nickel-plated steel, a material that not only resists corrosion but also provides a brilliant, mirror-like finish that lasts for decades. This composition also allows for sharper strikes and better detail, meaning every whisker on the beaver and every ripple of the water is crystal clear. Flip the coin, and you'll see the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Susanna Blunt in 2003. A modern, uncrowned depiction showing the Queen as approachable and dignified. This portrait became a defining symbol of modern Canadian coinage, and continues to appear on coins even today. Now, when it comes to value, the 2016 edition is still relatively common. Millions were minted for circulation. A regular circulated example is worth face value, around 5 to 10 cents. However, uncirculated, proof, and specimen versions are what collectors seek. Proof coins, with their frosted beaver and mirror background, can sell for $5 to $10, while special mint sets containing 2016 coins may reach $20 or more. And just like other years, error coins, especially those with missing plating, off-center strikes, or doubled dies, can be surprisingly valuable. A single minting error can turn an ordinary nickel into a $50 to $100 collector's piece, depending on how visible and unique the flaw is. Beyond its market value, the 2016 Beaver nickel carries emotional and cultural weight. It reminds collectors that even in a world of digital transactions and plastic cards, the humble nickel still stands as a piece of living history. It's a link between Canada's industrial roots and its technological future, between the forests, rivers, and the people who built a nation. Think about it. From 1937 to 2016, through wars, technological revolutions, and royal transitions, the beaver has never left Canada's coins. It's more than metal, it's memory. It's art that has survived nearly a century without losing its meaning.